when it comes to dating, there are so many things that can really change your dating experience. And this goes in both directions, as a man and also as a woman. So if you want to level up your dating game, watch this video. So as a woman, if you want to attract a masculine man, you need to radiate feminine energy. And as a man, if you want to attract a feminine woman, you need to radiate masculine energy. And it's about balancing both of these energies, because we have both energies in us, but it's about balancing them. So as a woman, you should be more soft in your soft energy, and as a man, you should be more in your leading energy, in your masculine energy. And there are so many books that you can read and so many YouTube videos that you can watch about these topics. And there are some things that you can do to really get back into your feminine or into your masculine energy. In the rush of our lives, we tend to lose ourselves, and as a woman, we tend to be then more in our masculine energy. Especially if you have a job and you need to manage so many things, you need to be in your masculine energy. But staying there too long is also super harmful. So as a woman, as an example, you could go back to your soft side and you could start being creative, caring about yourself, baking something, painting, and just radiating more feminine energy. Because if you really want a partner that is masculine or feminine, you also need to radiate the other energy. So as a man, you need to radiate masculine energy if you want a feminine woman. Because when you radiate feminine energy as a man, you cannot expect to attract a woman with feminine energy. And this also goes into the other direction. So be clear about the partner that you want. As a woman, do you want a leading man or a man that is more soft? That's also fine. I'm not telling you what kind of partner you should want for yourself, but you need to know it for yourself, right? So be clear about that. So there's a big mistake when it comes to masculine and feminine energy that I see many times, and I also did the same mistake. So when you block the energy of your partner, as an example, as a woman, you want a masculine man, and a man is masculine and is trying to help you or is trying to care about you, and you block this. As an example, he holds the door open for you and you tell him, oh, you don't need to do that, I can do that myself. You just block his masculine energy. And that's really bad, because if you want someone that is masculine and you block his masculine energy, it's not going to work. Or also in the other direction. As a man, you want a woman that is in her feminine energy and she's soft, she's caring about you, and she's baking a cake for you. I don't know, just an example. And you tell her, oh, you don't need to put so much effort into that. You don't need to do that. You are blocking her feminine energy. So really be sure about things that you want, and if you really then meet someone who matches those values or standards that you have, you should never block them. Especially in the beginning, it's hard, because when you shift your mindset and you become clear about the partner that you want for yourself, and you are changing your standards in the beginning, it's weird because you never met someone that was like that. As an example, as a woman, you never met a man that will open the car door for you. And in the beginning, this might feel weird because you never met someone like this, but deep down, this is what you like and what makes you happy. So appreciate it and tell him, oh, I love it that you hold the door open for me. It's so nice from you. Never block this energy from your partner. So as a woman, what you can do if you want your partner to be in his masculine energy, you can really say thank you and show that you appreciate it. Because there's nothing worse than just nagging around and being angry all the time. If your partner does something that you like, tell him that. Why shouldn't you wait with it and just say, okay, thank you, and that's it? You can tell him, oh my God, something like 2 weeks ago, you were holding the door open for me and that made me me feel so special. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is so strong because you show him that you appreciate him and that you think that this is super masculine and this makes him attractive. So he will do it more often and he will feel good while doing it because he knows that you appreciate it. The same also goes in the other direction. Like, you should really tell your partner that you like things. And if you don't like things, or if you would wish that things would go differently, try to ask it slightly differently. As an example, you could tell your partner, oh, I think you're such a masculine man, and I would really appreciate it if you would hold the door more open for me, because I love it when you do that for me. It's just so attractive. Don't nag and say, oh my god, I hate it that you never hold the door open for me. This way you will not get through it with it. This is not a good communication. Try to do it in a positive way. So to really activate this energy of your partner, you should do it with like positive communication and not with nagging, not with being angry. So something that you need to understand is there are signs that show if your partner is in his masculine energy or in her feminine energy. So, as an example, if you are a woman and you are with a man and he is just moving through life without direction and he doesn't make plans, he's just like totally unsure about everything, he is in his feminine energy or he is not really interested in you. Because if he would be interested in you, he would make plans and he would really take time to see you. Because when a man is just floating through life and he is not having any direction, he is just like totally unsure what he wants, and he's just telling you, yeah, I don't know, I don't care, you can decide. He's not in his masculine energy and he's not really interested in you. So if you want a man that is in his masculine energy, you should let go of someone that is behaving like that. But as a man, there are also signs where you know if a woman is in her feminine energy or not. As an example, a woman that is in her feminine energy, she's super soft. She's like taking time for herself. She's creative. She's just a really sweet and peaceful person. She doesn't nag. She's not aggressive. She's not angry. She's not like rushing around. And that's a big difference. So when you're with a woman that is just like super aggressive and loud and throwing things at you, that's a sign that she's not in her feminine energy, of course. So this chapter is for the ladies. How can we communicate in a feminine way? So first of all, we should never shout, scream, curse, say anything bad. We should always communicate directly and clearly. We should set boundaries and also show that we don't need this man. We are setting boundaries and we are totally fine with also leaving the relationship if our standards are not being matched. And in this way, you give him the power to decide what's going on, because you communicate directly and clearly what you want and what you expect, and it's on him now if he will fulfill this or not. And if he's not able to do that, you will leave, and he knows that. So it's also super important to always show that you don't need someone. Neediness is the worst kind of energy that you can radiate. So always be sure about yourself, communicate directly in a normal voice, because also when you are talking to someone and this person is screaming and shouting, you are not down to communicate and find solutions, right? You're also like getting into rage mode. So always see it also from a different perspective. See it from the perspective of your partner and think, okay, how can I communicate that he understands me? Because we are also all different kinds of humans and we communicate in different ways. So it's super important to always also see the other perspective, not only our own perspective. So the last thing that I want you to understand is never settle for less or for good enough. You can really have a partner that matches your standards. He or she exists. But when you are spending your lifetime with someone who's not matching your standards or who is just like fulfilling your vision 60%, you block the space for someone that really matches your values. So if you are with someone who's not making you happy, who's not making you feel loved, and you communicated it and nothing is changing, and you directly know, okay, this is not it, then don't stay with this person out of neediness or out of the fear of being alone. You are blocking the space for the right person. Never be afraid of letting go, and also never be afraid of setting boundaries, because in this way you directly know who is meant to be with you and who is not meant to be with you. Because if you communicate clearly and you set boundaries and someone is always coming and is just not respecting your boundaries, you directly know, okay, I don't care about this person because this person is truly not meant to be in my life. He or she is proving it to me, and now it's on me to let go. That's the way you need to see the things. Because in life, everything is super obvious, but we make it hard sometimes for ourselves. So loves, this was it with today's video. If you like it, give a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel, and we're going to see each other in the next video. Bye bye!